Hey Wanderers! Welcome back to another Foolish Wanderers podcast, the podcast about anything and everything. Today, we're going to be talking about the Berenstain Bears.
Specifically, the fandom page bios. So what is canon?
It's like not like what's in the actual stories, but like what people have
Like the
made
bios
up.
of the characters.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because they're more detailed than we would ever think or want.
Yes. That's why we love Wiki, because like we went back when we did like the McDonald's characters, that's what I looked up on, was like on Wiki, whatever, Wiki McDonald's or whatever.
Yep.
It's great.
Because somebody put so much effort into thinking about like their wants and their appearance and their personality traits.
Yep.
And someone got paid for that. And that's just kind of interesting.
That's
to me.
impressive.
Yep. And this whole episode of why we are doing this was brought on by a meme on it was Twitter, now known as X, that I found because of some celebrity drama that is going on. So we will get to that later.
The drama's later.
Yeah, the drama and like the idea of the episode we will get to later.
Okay.
Yep. So I think everyone knows the Berenstain Bears, right? It's not the Berenstain Bears, it's Berenstain Bears. That's one of like our Mandela effects that we did for the first episode of this podcast, and we redid for the grand 100th episode of the podcast.
Woo! Yeah, I still like remember Berenstain, like S-T-E, not A.
You mean S-T-E-I-N instead of the S-T-A-I-N?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I think I've always known it as Stain.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to go, because I don't remember what you said in the podcast, but I want to go listen back. Because now I'm like, for some reason I think you said that you remember, because you were so like blown away, I'm pretty sure in the first episode.
Oh my gosh,
Stain.
okay.
I'm pretty sure you thought
I don't know. I have such bad like long-term memory and honestly short-term at this point. Somebody's gonna have to like donate my brain. I don't really know.
Oh no.
That's not very I don't know, but I remember reading the books. I remember my favorite one was the Trick or Treat one because they're cool Halloween costumes.
What were they for Halloween?
I think Brother Bear was like a dragon, and I wanted to be the dragon, and I don't remember what Sister Bear's was.
Wasn't she a princess or something? Or like a...
Probably. I mean, they were very like, I don't know.
Very popular, very like
It was like Leave It to Beaver style, whatever. Okay. So, Yeah. So but the Trick or Treat one was my favorite one.
Okay.
I just remember like the cover being really cool and like the illustrations being neat.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think like Brother Bear was like a red dragon, and it was like he had like the it was like the Japanese style like theater masks that were like really accentuated with the features and whatnot.
Sure.
And I thought that looked so cool. And I think like Sister Bear, it looks like she was just like a ballerina type princess. I don't know.
Okay.
Filler. It's filler. It's not original or cool.
Oh, sorry, Sister Bear.
Sister Bear's got to step up her Halloween gangs. That sucks.
Oh.
Okay, but so the Berenstain Bears, who reside in a big. Sorry, everybody. I'm going. My testicles are lowering. No, I am in the season of allergies, so my voice is a bit, I don't know,
scratchy.
Worse for the wear, I guess.
Yeah.
So, forgive me if you hear that a few times.
You're good.
So, the Berenstain Bears, they reside in a big tree house down a sunny dirt road deep in bear country. Ooh. So, do you remember that they used to live before the treehouse, which is super cool? They used to live in this it was like a hobbit hole, but not as neat. It was like the blue collar hobbit hole.
Okay.
And I remember having a book where they moved. It was before Sister Bear was born, and Brother Bear was called a different name, but we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
But I remember that book, and it was the old illustration style instead of the newer one that I think most of the listeners are used to seeing.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
I knew the newer style more
yeah,
so.
yeah. So the
So
old style, they like moved out of the little hobbit hole. It was a whole like book, because I mean the books are about like you're supposed to learn like a moral lesson or
yeah.
about growing up or whatnot. So the whole moral lesson about that book was moving,
Okay.
which
Sure.
is stressful. And,
Mhm.
stressful enough for adults, stressful probably for kids too. But so
Mhm.
it was just about that. But yeah, they used to live in like a hobbit hole.
Okay, like a bear cave kind of.
Yeah, or blue collar hobbit hole.
Better description. Okay.
Yep. So, so, yes, the Bear Country. So that's like
Okay.
their little town village name.
Okay.
And their family consists of Papa Bear, an overeager, bumbling carpenter,
Okay.
wise Mama Bear, a housewife and perfectionist, and their children, Brother Bear, originally Small Bear, and later additions, Sister Bear and Honey Bear. So Sister Bear was introduced in the 1974 book, The Berenstain Bears' New Baby.
I think I
Honey
might remember
Bears,
that one.
you don't remember that one?
I think I do. I
Okay, I
think.
remember. I remember
Hmm.
that one. It was still the old illustration style.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember Honey Bear though. I just remember Brother and Sister Bear.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember Honey Bear too. I had a big stack. My mom
Did
was a
you?
teacher.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yep, so that's why I had a big stack. So
Okay.
Honey Bear's imminent arrival was announced in early 2000 in The Birds, the Bees, and the Berenstain Bears. And
Hmm.
then along with a reader contest to name the new bear,
Oh, that's
which I
cute.
think like Honey
That's cute.
it's cute, but it's lazy.
I mean, what about Brother and Sister Bear? Like that. That's not
That is
lazy.
like I mean, you are so right that is like the laziest thing ever. That's like naming your dog dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's a step up,
It
but
is.
still, like,
Just one.
just it's just sad. Like, yeah, like a half step up.
Okay.
Honey, really? Name her Meryl. I don't know.
Meryl.
Meryl.
Meryl Streep.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. It was like name her after Meryl Streep. So yeah, so Honey's birth was featured later that year in the Berenstain Bears, and the baby makes 5.
Okay, I don't remember this. I don't know why.
Really? I had all these books.
I think
It
we got
taught me
most.
to be the good moral person that I am today. Why are you
Yeah.
laughing?
Nothing.
As I
I just
drink
like.
my alcoholic seltzer drink because we
Yeah.
are on a seltzer drink. What is it? We don't have champagne budget. We have seltzer.
Oh
Budget.
yes, we're seltzer, not champagne budget here. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think I think we have some of the Berenstain books, but I remember like as a kid, like we would like go to the library and just read what they had. So I don't think they
Yeah,
had like the whole like.
the whole stack.
Yeah, they just had like a few.
I
So
remember going to the library and doing the same thing and then checking them
mhm.
out. The ones that I didn't have.
Okay, yeah,
They were cute books. I always
yeah,
liked
they
the
were.
illustration style.
Yeah, they're
It was
fun.
done by like a husband and wife team.
Oh,
They were
that's
like
cool.
illustrator, like artists.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay, but what's not cute is what we're gonna get into right now, people.
Oh,
Because
you
we're
can.
gonna break down the Berenstain Bears family tree. We're gonna open up some very problematic cans.
Are you gonna ruin childhood?
Yes,
Oh.
I'm gonna open up some very problematic cans.
Oh no.
Yep,
Okay, continue.
because the Berenstain Bears with the STAN is very correct for what I'm about to tell you.
Oh no. Okay.
Stain on the bears.
Like blood?
No, like stain, like immoral, like
Moral.
like moral stain. Okay, not blood stain. Jeez, Katrina, we're not even into Spooktober. We've got like a few weeks to go.
The way you said it made me think dark things.
This is dark, but this
Okay.
isn't that like murder dark, murder
Okay.
blood dark.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're starting at the head with Papa Q Bear. We don't know what Q stands for, but
Quincy.
apparently, oh yeah, maybe Quincy.
I like that name. It's
But I
fun.
mean, his first name is Papa Quincy Bear.
Your child, like, who would? Well, I mean, like, as a kid, like, you don't call your dad like by their first name usually, right?
I've met some children that do.
Yeah.
They
I
have
guess
that
a
like
few.
stage. They'll be like, Tim,
That's weird to me.
how are you doing, Tim? You drinking coffee, Tim?
You triggered a comment.
There's some kids that go through like the stages of where they do that.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but yeah, I've seen it before.
Yep. Okay, so Papa Q Bear, we'll call him Quincy.
Okay.
So appearance. Okay, so he's the head of the household, I guess, right? He's the daddy.
Sure.
He's the Papa Bear.
Okay.
So appearance. So in the books, Papa wears a long-sleeved yellow collared shirt with diagonal red and green lines and a pair of long blue overalls. When he goes out, he wears a tall brown bucket hat with a red stripe.
Heck yeah. Peak of fashion.
Hipster. I mean, if you lived in Portland, Oregon, you would see this all the time. So personality traits. Apparently Papa is an industrious carpenter who serves as the father figure to his cubs, brother and sister bear, and Honey. In his spare time, he enjoys fishing, making furniture, and hanging around in the woods.
Okay.
Which is okay. And his absolute favorite food is honey.
I don't know how I feel about that with his like daughter being named Honey.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. Like that'd be like my favorite food is salmon, and then that'd be me naming my child Salmon. So I don't know how I feel about that either now that you pointed that out.
I did look up pictures of like the 5 of them, and I do kind of like vaguely remember Honey now, like just looking at it.
She was the very hippie one. She had like the headband, like the hippie headband, right?
I don't remember that part.
You remember that one? She wore like green, like a green jumpsuit with like frills around her.
I see. There's like one picture of her like with the mama bear holding her in a baby blanket. I remember that one, but I don't remember for some reason her like in her green jumpsuit like at all.
She's a very forgettable character. They had to add her. Like, do you remember the Barbie episode that we did a few weeks ago, where it was we don't even know the sister anymore. Barbie has a sister. What is the sister's name?
Isn't it Skipper? She has a few.
Yes, it's Skipper. Everyone forgets Skipper. They had to add Skipper because the hype wore down. So they had to like stir up the pot. How do you stir up the pot? You add a weird sibling with a weird name. And that's how you stir up the pot in the early 2000s.
Or poor Midge.
The what?
Midge, the one that was like pregnant and caused
the friend.
Yeah, the friend that caused controversy because she was pregnant.
Controversy because she was pregnant for some reason that's controversial. I don't know. But
yeah. Yep. Carry on.
Okay, so although Papa tends to be awkward, he is actually well-intentioned. I don't know why they had to add that. That's very weird.
I mean, awkward like doesn't mean like it's
bad. But it was like he's well-intentioned. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, like Mama, he is the authoritarian. But despite this, he tends to get upset over nothing while pushed past his limit, leaving Mama to pick up the scraps for him or assuming that cubs will learn as they grow.
I'm like confused.
I'm confused.
So he's just kind of there like to discipline, but then he gets mad very quickly. That doesn't sound great.
No, it doesn't. So due to his behavior at times, he tends to think that the rules don't apply to him, and as a result, he ends up having to set an example for the cubs or doing chores as punishment.
So basically a giant child raising children.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. He's kind of like a man baby.
Yes.
Peter Pan. Which is bad thing, everybody.
Peter Pan? Like the cartoon or like the whole storyline?
The whole storyline is supposed to is supposed to be bad. It's bad.
Yeah, which is weird because like Disney took it over.
But yes, they did take it over. But like the original story, like Peter Pan is supposed to be like you don't want to be Peter Pan. Like the whole story is to teach you about why like you need to learn that you have to grow up. Like there's no escaping it.
Okay.
Like you just have to accept your responsibility and you grew up. Like that's just how it is. This is the whole story. Anyway, enough about him.
Okay.
So despite all of this, Papa is assuring and patient bear and is able to help the cubs understand the problem. So I guess that's fine. But another thing, everybody. So the age on the Berenstain Bears Wikipedia page is he is 39 years old. Okay. And his occupation is a carpenter. All right. Yep. So that's what he does. And remember, everybody, he's 39 years old.
Oh no, is Mama Bear like 20 years younger?
No, we're gonna get into this.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Okay, calm down. Remember, buckle up.
buckle up. Remember, Papa Bear is 39 years old, everyone. Right? Because our next character is Mama Bear.
Okay.
And everybody remember how Mama Bear is, right? What she looks like? She wears like an ancient. She looks like an old grandma. She wears like the blue dress, whatever, with like the bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama Bear is the Mama Bear of the Berenstain Bears. So her personality. So Mama is the mother of the bear family. In her spare time, she likes making quilts, preserves. So that means like jams.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Gardening and taking care of her family. That's what
like
she likes to do in her
traditional.
spare time. Yep, very traditional old woman.
Okay.
Although she's a disciplinarian like Papa, reading Papa's bio, I don't get how he's a disciplinarian.
He just sounds like he gets mad way too easily, and that's like, it's weird. It doesn't, okay.
So Mama is rather gentle and prefers making peace, but is also very prim and proper.
Mm-hmm.
However, like Papa, she is prone to losing her temper on some occasions, such as in the book The Berenstain Bears in the Messy Room, where she threw away her brother and sister's toys when they piled them into their closet. Which, I mean, I would probably do the same thing.
That's really sad, actually.
But it's like, if you're not,
Yeah, like, I understand teaching a lesson, but, like, I don't know. I've never liked the idea of just throwing stuff, unless it's, like, over, like, a long period of time. Because, like, especially when you're a kid, you don't really understand, like, I don't know. To me, it's just, like, I was, like, so attached to my toys as a kid, so, like, having someone just throw that away was just, like, it would be so, like, crushing to me.
I was too very attached to my toys.
Yeah.
I still am very attached to them, but I had to put them away. Like, every time I was done playing with them, I put them away. And that's just how it was in my house.
Sure.
Otherwise, probably thrown away.
Okay.
So, when Papa or her cubs break the rules, Mama punishes them by either having them do chores or housework to teach them lessons and the importance of responsibility.
Okay.
So, she has to teach Papa Bear, a 39-year-old man, the importance of responsibility.
Oh, no. Okay.
So, Mama also has a strong dislike for gambling and guns.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, character design. So, Mama's usual outfit consists of a blue dress. It's more like a frock. I don't know. It doesn't look like a dress to me. It looks like what does it look like to you?
It's just kind of like,
It's like a nightgown. Like the nightgown that your grandmother wears.
That's a good description, yeah.
So it has, with white polka dots, white collar, and a blue duster. See, what the heck is blue duster? Like, this is how old they made her look. So, later in the books, she sometimes is shown wearing a purple vest over her big old frock. And then when going out, she wears a not white, but yellow bowler hat with a small daisy on it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I remember that too. So weird. Okay, and one of her quotes is, "You'll do no such things."
Oh, well, okay.
Why did they make her seem so old?
They did, yeah. I think because she's supposed to be like the adult and everything.
I mean, I guess, but then everybody, here we go.
Oh,
Buckle up.
Okay.
Mama is 27 years old.
So it's us age.
Yep.
I mean,
Nope, don't even. Don't.
You don't want me to make this sound okay?
No, how are you gonna make this sound okay?
I don't.
They put her in a frock.
They did. And, like, her husband is 20 years older.
Her husband's 10 years older.
10, sorry, yeah.
10 and a change.
Bad math.
20 would be 49. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's 39 and she is 27. 27.
See, I thought she would be older than that because she's
dressed like a 60-year-old plus 70-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's 27 years old. So okay, so now we're gonna get into why we were doing this episode. We're doing this episode because the celebrity gossip, or not, it's gossip, it's real.
Okay.
That the one Jonas brother, Joe Jonas, is breaking up with his wife, the chick from Game of Thrones. And he is like 34 years old, and she is like 27, and he married her when she was like 23 years old. And then they have 2 kids together, and they're like little kids. And now they're getting a divorce and she's like 27. So someone tweeted in the Twitter sphere or X sphere that the Berenstain Bear mama is 27 years old. And then someone replied, she should be at the club.
I mean, valid.
She should be at the club.
So, like, that is weird. So, how old is Joe Jonas now?
He's like, I gotta Google, I swear he's like 33 or 34, and he started dating her when she was like 21 or something.
That's crazy.
And then I kept seeing like the Twitter, like the posts that, whatever, that with the Pikachu mouth where, Pikachu's like shocked. Yeah. He's like, Joe Jonas marries like a young 20-something-year-old. And then young 20-something-year-old starts acting like a 20-something-year-old. And then it has the Pikachu, like, Joe Jonas. Like,
it is true, though, because, like, in your early 20s, that's when you actually start to, like, realize who you are as a human.
Exactly. Who you are. Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't, like, yeah, you change a lot in a few years. I know I have. So, it's like, no one should be surprised when you change when you're, like, in your 20s.
Yeah. No, he's 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife is 27. So, that was kind of why we're doing this episode.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so now we're gonna get even more controversial. Kids, so that's kind of like, you're like, Mama Bear's 27 and she wears like an old lady frock with a bonnet? What? And her husband, Papa Bear's 39? What? Okay, now we're getting into some real stuff, because we're gonna get into Brother Bear, or as he was once called, Small Bear.
Small Bear. Okay. So when did the first book in the series come out? That's it. Question.
What did I say at the beginning, Miss Katrina?
Well,
1974.
74. Okay.
Yep. I had to look too. I don't remember.
I was like, I thought he had said 74, but then it was like, I didn't remember if that was like an updated version. But yeah, even like then, like most like young women, like they don't dress like Mama Bear would. Like does.
Right. I don't know.
The style is just, it feels older than the 70s.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to talk about Brother Bear, also known as Small Bear.
Okay.
He's one of the main characters of the Berenstain Bears series. He is Papa Bear and Mama Bear's eldest child, and Sister Bear's older brother by 2 years. All right, Katrina, ready? He is officially 10 to 11 years old, and in the 5th grade, and so Mama Bear is 27.
This is getting really gross.
Yep. I told you. I told you.
Oh, no.
Yep. I think all the listeners can do the math on that one.
Please do. Why wouldn't they make him younger? Because that, like, at least if she was, like, if Mama Bear was, like 19, 20 when she had him, like, that would make more sense. Like, be
legally.
Okay. Yeah, legally okay.
That would make sense.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Legally, that makes sense.
This is not good.
No, Katrina, this is not good. This is not good. Okay?
Okay.
Yep, so he is in the 5th grade, and his mother is 27 years old, and his father is 39. Okay?
Okay.
And his parents are okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and also he has an on and off girlfriend, and her name is Bonnie Brown, and she is the rich niece of the rich Squire Grizzly. So they get started young in Bear County.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Interesting.
Pretty soon he'll be having kids too. 11-year-old is a daddy. Okay, so personality, he loves sport and is a big fan of T-Rex dinosaurs. So for some reason, there was T-Rex dinosaurs. There was dinosaurs. I don't really understand this society of bears. I don't really know if that means that, like, cavemen were replaced by bears. I don't know.
I mean, but, okay, yeah.
They have a family pet. Like, it's a dog. Like a dog. It's sort of it resembles the whole, like, weird anthropomorphic, like, animal thing. You know, like how Mickey Mouse owns Pluto, but then, like, Goofy, who is also a dog, is his neighbor.
Yeah, that is a weird one, yeah.
It's kind of that weird sick village that we're working with.
Okay.
Anyways, he likes T-Rex dinosaurs, building model planes, and wheels of all kinds. He's really into wheels for some reason.
Interesting. So, wait, so does dinosaurs, is this like, there's dinosaurs alive in his time, or is
No,
there
like there were dinosaurs.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
So like
okay.
I would say like in your head, listeners,
Mhm.
like replace cavemen and mankind with the weird anthropomorphic bear people.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So instead of
And
humans,
you know
there's
how
like
like some little boys like the dinosaurs and whatnot, and some little girls do too. Whatever floats your goat.
Yeah.
So like just replace that like a child human
Okay,
with
yep.
the little bear children.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. So, brother is computer literate, great, and into video games.
Okay.
He often acts as a protector and stands up for Sister Bear and the other smaller cubs at school,
Oh,
which is nice.
that's good.
Despite also being sociable, brother is more reserved than sister.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it?
I mean, that's kind of it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, some trivia. Brother is the only member of the bear family to not have a design change to his outfit.
Oh, okay.
And what?
Sorry. He just wears a red shirt and some greenish teal pants.
Yep. And
Forever.
his shirt has like the big collars, like big
Very,
puffy
it's very
collar.
70s. Yes.
Very 70s. The peasant look. So in the episode Moving Day, we see that brother was in kindergarten when sister was born, even though he's currently in the 5th grade and she is in the 3rd grade. I thought it was more like a flashback episode.
Could have been.
I don't know. So Mama Bear would have been like 20 or 18.
That's weird. Okay.
So I told you I was gonna do this. I told you this is what's gonna happen. Is that this is gonna turn into the can of
The worms. Okay.
of the worms. Okay. Illegal worms. So we're now going to talk about Sister Bear, the other original name.
Mm-hmm.
So Sister Bear was first introduced in the book The Berenstain Bears' New Baby as Small Bear's sibling. Smaller Bear. No, I'm joking.
It's Small Bear and Smaller Bear.
Tiny
Original.
Bear. The original names. So, in her debut story, after Mama gave birth to Sister, we don't want to know how old Mama Bear was, but you can do the math.
Yep.
Small Bear introduced himself to her, to which she punches him in the nose. I remember that.
I think I do too, yeah.
Yeah, so despite this, Small Bear and Sister quickly became loyal.
Okay.
Yep, and then Sister was the only daughter of the bear family until Honey was introduced.
Ooh, Honey.
Ooh, step up of a name. Still lazy though.
A little bit.
Okay, personality. Sister is a social and more outgoing than brother. Her hobbies consist of playing with dolls, and her best friend is Lizzie Bruin. Oh, I remember Lizzie Bruin. Lizzie Bruin was cool.
Okay. I have to look this up.
Okay. Lizzie Bruin was cool.
Oh, I do remember her, yeah.
She also likes most of the things brother enjoys, such as video games, soccer, and baseball.
Okay.
Sister is also athletic. As in the book The Berenstain Bears and Too Much Junk Food, she participated in the Bear Country 3-mile run with her family.
Woo!
Wow. Despite her social behavior, Sister has shown to be a bit bossy and can be a show-off. In the book The Berenstain Bears, No Girls Allowed, Sister tagged along with brother and his friends when they go on a run, went to climb trees, and played marbles. However, as she grew older, Sister started showboating by running faster, climbing higher, and beating the boys in a game of marbles. How is that showboating?
It's like typical kid behavior, I feel like.
But like showboating is like making fun of the person for being bad. Like
That's true.
It doesn't mean that it means that you win.
Yeah, she was just like proving that she could do it, basically.
I mean, if you win, you win. But like, if you win and then you're like an a-hole about it, then that's showboating, I'd say.
Yeah.
But just winning, doesn't mean anything.
She just won. Yeah.
She just won. She's a winner. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
In addition, Sister is also greedy. What the heck? As in the book, the Berenstain Bears get the gimmies. What the get the gimmies? Gimmies spelled Gimmies. What is the gimmies?
Like when you a little kid goes gimme 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 when they have they want a cookie or something, like, gimme, and they do the little hand motion where they're grabbing
if
stuff.
they were all okay, I don't like how they're. Is it just me, or are they just painting Sister Bear in a bad light because they're saying they're just flat out she's greedy. She's a showboat.
Yeah, I tend to do that. Yeah.
But wouldn't Brother Bear be greedy as well if this was featured in a book?
Was it just him, or
No, we're gonna say this. She and Brother Bear ask for everything when they see and were quickly to throw a tantrum if they didn't get what they wanted.
Okay, yeah, it should be both of them then.
Somebody's gotta... Okay, listeners, someone's gotta edit the Berenstain Bears wiki fan page for the bios and add that Brother Bear is greedy as well.
At least for a book, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so lastly, Sister also has a jealous side. She is just a... Satan! She is Satan with horns. So as shown in the book, the Berenstain Bears and the Green-Eyed Monster... Oh, I remember this one. This one was creepy.
Oh.
She was initially happy for Brother at his birthday party, but as Mama and Papa showed him a new bike, Sister immediately became jealous and wished to ride it. Another case of jealousy occurred in the book The Berenstain Bears and A Baby Makes Five, where Sister was jealous of the attention that her new sister Honey was getting, and she eventually warms up to her and welcomes her to the bear family. Well, that's good.
I think, like, as far as, like, their characters go, I think Brother Bear was probably, because he's older, he's probably more mature and a little bit farther past, like, the jealousy stage. And he already had, like, a younger sibling, so, like, adding another one to him probably wasn't as, like, dramatic. But when you're the youngest, like, that's kind of a big change to be like, all the attention's on me, and now it's not.
And now you become the middle child.
Yeah.
The stereotypical middle child.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You have to be weird.
No, I'm joking. Give me the attention.
It's like, I don't know, like, the middle child, like, stereotypically, to me, is always the meme of the parent holding up the one baby in the pool, and then that one baby, the other baby is, like, drowning. And then the other, it's like Mama holding up the youngest. Then the eldest is the one that's, like, sort of, like, drowning, but, like, struggling to swim.
Okay.
And then it cuts to, like, this skeleton sitting at the bottom of the pool. And that's... So it's like that. It's like parents' attention. It's like the youngest holding up, and the oldest struggling to swim. And then the middle one is sitting at the bottom of the pool.
It's very accurate, yeah.
So I think that's what it kind of is. So yeah, that would be very traumatic to be the middle child.
Mm-hmm.
I would just make my parents, I'd be like, give me 2 more siblings.
Just do it.
I need to be not the middle.
The only middle.
I need to be like, what about the Duggars?
No.
So he's like the oldest one that's, like, in jail. Is he the oldest, and then the rest of them are middles, and then the last one is the youngest?
Yeah, that's how it works, yeah.
But Katrina, that's like teens of middles.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you do, like, second oldest, third oldest, fourth oldest, and then get to, like, the middles, and then...
Wait, but there's, like, it's a sandwich, right? You have the oldest, and you have the youngest, and everything else is in the middle. It came in between. Like,
so that's your middle.
That's my middle. It's like anything that's, like, in between the oldest and the youngest, yeah.
I guess I would find, like, the median or, like, the mean age or whatever it is. Like, I would do math and I'd figure it out.
Just the middle-born child. That is your middle.
That is the middle child.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would do that, I think.
Okay. That's the one you forget about?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry to your future children.
Back to Sister Bear. All in all, she is a sweet cub, even though we've just talked about how jealous and a showboater and, like, rude or whatever she is.
Yeah.
We've painted her in the worst light. But, all in all, she's a sweet cub who loves her family and friends, and she's always willing to help, and even helps her brother out, and has a soft side for animals.
Okay, good. They just, like, threw all the good stuff at the end, like...
Yep. Like, forget all about that we just said.
Just salvage your character. It's fine.
Katrina, do you see these comments at the bottom of this page? On Sister Bear? Do you see this, Katrina?
I see. It's like Peppa Pig.
Sister shall be named Hazel Bear. And then people are talking about how it would be nice for them to have proper names. And then someone's complaining that Sister Bear can be sweet, but she is a brat. And then they're calling out how she's a brat. And then someone just randomly says, it's like Peppa Pig.
I don't see the Hazel comment, but I see...
People are getting it. This is some hot topic, Katrina. People are arguing about this.
They brought Peppa Pig into it.
They brought Peppa into this.
Ooh, it's getting spicy.
Okay. Now we are going to get into Honey Bear. The bear that has the most proper name, I guess?
The most original name.
The most original name. So, Honey Bear is 2, apparently.
Okay.
So, if canonically that Mama Bear's age is 27. That means she had Honey Bear when she was 25.
That's normal.
That's still young for now, like nowadays,
but like in the 70s though?
That's normal, I'd say.
Yeah, that's pretty more normal.
And then remember that Brother Bear is in the 5th grade and he's 10 or 11, and then Sister Bear is 2 years younger than that, so she is either
Yep.
Yep. So Honey Bear is the little baby, right? And she kind of looks like a little hippie.
Yeah, she does.
Yep. So biography. So following Honey's birth, Sister became jealous of her, especially since she was now the middle child and felt neglected.
That's how it works.
Oh no, yeah, that's how it works. Sister eventually warmed up to Honey and accepted her as the new sister. In the book series, she is 2 years old despite appearing in some books that later received animated adaptations. Okay, that's nice.
Thanks for the info.
Yep, so, and then again, Honey was named after they did like a little contest where you could name the Berenstain Bears new baby. And yeah, that's all we have about her. I mean, there's some photos of her.
I want to know what the other like names would have been, like Tiny Bear, Baby Bear.
Yeah, the smallest bear.
The smallest bear.
But I mean, yeah, she's kind of like the hippy dippy one. She's got some wild hair. She wears like green overalls, and then she wears like a little headband with a heart, like. And she does ayahuasca journeys. She doesn't do that last part, but that'd be
oh no.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh no. I mean, it fits the 70s theme, so I mean, she's most with the times.
I mean, they introduced her in like the early 2000s, though, Katrina.
Oh, well, I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Hey, Katrina, do you see the comments that...
Hold on.
At the bottom of the page?
I have 2 comments.
Yep, and then what does the last one say?
Is she really evil? Who said anything about her being evil?
They have nothing about her, really.
It's just like she took Sister Bear's throne. So she's evil. That's it.
Oh my gosh, okay, Katrina, there's this one image in the gallery, and it is Michelangelo's creation. But it is bears. It is bears.
It is. It says 500 years ago.
For the episode?
I don't know if we can do that legally because it's from the books. Like, if we can change it somehow,
I will change it. I will do whatever I need to.
Okay, if you can change it, yes.
This.
Okay, if you can change it,
all the chaos that I want.
Like, put our figures in there.
This
is
nuts.
Put our little like character emotes in there.
Because they have like placed the Bear family watching the weird Michelangelo bear. I don't know why they're back in time to watch the Michelangelo bear paint creation on the Sistine Chapel. That means that there is a bear pope in this universe. But they have put the family in front of the fact that the Adam bear is naked and his is out. So they've covered that up. So that means that this is so chaotic.
We're reading way too far into this.
I like to as an adult. It's fun. Okay, anyways. Okay, let's get to Grizzly Gramps.
Yes, please, let's do that, yes.
I can't believe that. There's a Pope Bear.
Yeah, there's like, it's just take all of us and turn us into bears. That's what this universe is.
It's so weird. Okay, so Grizzly Gramps, we don't know how old he is. He's part of the Bear Clan. He 50. Is Papa Bear's daddy. So Grizzly Gramps is Papa Bear's daddy, and he is the husband of Grizzly Gran and the grandfather of Brother Bear and Sister Bear.
Okay.
And his hobbies include bowling, carving monkeys out of peach pits, and building ships in a bottle. And he has a short fuse and gets angry easily, and that's a character trait that Papa Bear apparently inherited. And that's all we have on him. There's just absolutely nothing else.
Was there like, he's just like in one book or something? That's probably what happened.
And apparently he carves monkeys out of peach pits. How do you feel about that?
That's just like, the rest of his hobbies seem very normal. And then you just got, you can carve nothing else out of peach pits but a monkey. That's it.
But
you can't do any other thing.
Very detailed, but a monkey.
Yep, not a bear.
So,
not a dog, a monkey.
But a monkey. So I'm very intrigued about that whole. Nothing else on him.
No, it's blank. There's no comments. There's no pictures. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently he had like children. Like he had another son, before Papa Bear from another marriage, I guess, named Artie.
Where did you find this?
This is all on the Berenstain Bears wiki page. This is canon. This is their the family tree. So apparently, what the heck is this dingbat's name? Peach Pit Grandpa.
That's it. Yep.
Grizzly Gramps. Yeah, so he
Grandpa
had a
Peach
family prior to Papa Q Bear, Quincy, and he had a son named Artie. So apparently he was able to name Artie, but then when it came to Papa Bear, he looked at that baby and he said, Papa Q Bear. This is your name.
You're destined to be a dad.
Mm-hmm.
But
it. Artie has a kid too, which we'll get into. I don't understand any of this. Very confusing.
Okay.
So on to Grizzly Gran. So Grizzly Gran is brother and sister Bear's grandma, Papa Bear's mom, Mama Bear's mother-in-law, and Grizzly Gramps' wife.
Okay.
So apparently Grizzly Gran has an age and she is in her 70s.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand. So yeah, so Artie is her stepson, and then cousin Freddy Bear, who we'll get into, is her step-grandson.
Oh goodness. Okay.
And we had know nothing about her other than she is a fortune teller.
That's cool.
Which is so random.
It is, but it's cool.
So random.
I mean, her husband carved monkeys out of peach pits.
And likes fishing, but yeah, so random.
Yep.
She also enjoys fishing. And she taught Papa Bear everything she knows. Oh, also, Gran also enjoys picnics. So
that's nice.
Yeah, so she's kind of definitely a hippie. She wears this purple nightgown with some pearls, and then the hoop earrings, and a green bandana with some glasses, right?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's all we have really about her.
Okay.
She's a fortune teller.
That's awesome.
I think she's really into the environment because there's a photo of her holding up a t-shirt that has some smokestacks with the X on it. So I think she's really into the environment.
Okay.
And I think she likes birds because she's holding a bird on her finger.
Are you insinuating flipping the bird, or
no? She's holding a bird on her finger. There's a bird that landed on her finger.
I don't see this. Where are you?
You don't see that in the gallery?
Oh, okay. I was flipping through the gallery and it came up with random photos and it skipped over that one completely.
Oh no. So yeah, so none of her doing her trade, which is again a fortune teller.
Uh-huh.
So so that's Grizzly Gran. So next we're gonna move on to Artie, the forgotten son.
Oh.
So Artie is an adult bear who is Grizzly Gramps' son with his first wife. So Papa's older half-brother, Mama Bear's half-brother-in-law, and brother and sister's half-uncle, Dottie's husband, and Fred's father. So we don't know how old he is, we just know he's probably older than 39, right?
It's probably 45. That's
probably 45? You think so?
Yeah,
And there's absolutely nothing on him. He just shows up. There's some photos of him. He wears a nice vest and a collared shirt, but there's nothing else on him.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get into Cousin Freddy, who is Artie's son.
Okay.
And Dottie's son. So Cousin Freddy Bear, nephew of Mama and Papa Bear, obviously. Mm-hmm. He is in brother's 5th grade class. Despite being brother and sister's cousin, many of the cubs at school have referred to him as Cousin Fred. So he is 10 or 11 years old.
Is that unusual for you to have cousins in the same class?
For me, yes.
Okay, because that happened, when I was growing up, there's a lot of cousins. So,
okay, in the same class?
Yeah, in the same class, same school. Yeah.
So, appearance, Cousin Fred's usual outfit is a green long-sleeve shirt, purple pants, and small room glasses. Kind of looks like Harry Potter.
He kind of does, actually.
So, his official biography is he is brother and sister's cousin and friend, frequently known as Cousin Freddy. His mother Dottie is Papa Bear's sister-in-law. And in the episode Family Get Together, it is mentioned that Cousin Fred is from Papa's side of the family. He appeared in both the 1985 cartoon and the 2003 cartoon, as well as some of the books. I remember him from some of the books.
Okay.
So he is known to read the dictionary for fun in his spare time. And he's also very smart for his age, but nowhere near as smart as Ferdy Factual or Trudy Brunowitz.
There's so many characters.
We're not getting into any of them. This is
Okay.
family tree. We're not getting into any of these other weirdos.
Okay.
So his father, Artie, and Papa Bear are brothers, half-brothers.
Mm-hmm.
He owns a hound dog named Snuff, and in the 2003 series, he does not own a dog, but a chameleon named Carl.
Yes, I love Carl.
It is shown to be in the pet show. Okay.
This is great.
So his personality, Cousin Freddy Bear is one of the most rational cubs at the Bear Country School, and he likes spending the day with Brother Bear. Okay.
That's
and
cute.
then his relationships. So Brother Bear, both brother and cousin Fred were friends a long time ago when they were both little cubs. They play together in the same playpen. And in the episode Moving Day, we find out on Brother's first day of school, he and cousin Fred met on the school bus. So they didn't meet, like, when they... What?
That's weird. I'm sorry, but, like, unless you, like, didn't know your cousins, like, if you... I guess,
What
like,
are
if
you
his...
Meet on the... What?
I guess if, like, his dad and, like, Papa Bear didn't like each other, then, like, it's possible they didn't, like, meet before, but that's weird if they're supposed to be cousins and, like, they've never met before. Like, oh, hey, who's your dad? Oh, your uncle. Oh, weird. Okay.
I don't know, but his relationship with Sister Bear is he isn't as close with Sister as he's with Brother, but they both get along.
Like, they're not the same age, so that's fine. It makes
That's
sense.
fine. Yeah, that makes sense. And he reads the dictionary for fun, so yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Katrina, so he was the last one on the family tree before we get into the other weirdos. So,
Okay.
what did you think of the Berenstain Bears problematic family tree?
So I think the biggest shocker is just, like, how, like, just the ages of, like, how different Mama and Papa Bear are and, like, how young Mama Bear was when she had Brother Bear. Like, that's a little,
Yeah. She
not
just
well thought out.
drive a car.
Yeah. But then also, like, how do you not know your cousin?
You met on the school.
Sorry. Like, if you live in the same town.
So maybe it was so controversial that Mama and Papa Bear were together that Artie was like, I have a proper name. I'm not getting in any of this mess. This illegal mess that my younger half-brother is doing.
I mean, yeah, it's solid.
Maybe he's like, I don't want Brother Bear, who doesn't even have a name. I named my child Freddy. Fred.
Yeah, like, he has
I
a name.
don't want this troubled Brother Bear with his big popped collars running around with my Freddy, who is a sweet, smart boy that likes to read the dictionary.
I mean, Brother Bear is kind of cool too, but, like,
I know. I'm just trying
I
to
know.
come from the problem with
Storyline.
another fake storyline that could maybe be true. We don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't even get into Dottie. There was absolutely nothing about Dottie.
Oh.
There was nothing. The wife, yeah, there was nothing about Artie's wife, Dottie. Nothing.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but
She has a name though.
she has
so
a
that's
name. It's a real name too. It's not like
It's not Aunt Bear.
it's not Aunt Bear.
Mm-hmm.
So your childhood is ruined. Yay! Go read these.
Yay.
Now go read these stories to your own children
Oh goodness! Thank you
and
for
tell them
ruining.
the ages.
Thank you for ruining childhoods everywhere, Kendra.
You're welcome. She should be in the club.
In the club.
Mama Bear should be in the club.
I agree.
Not
Live your life. Live your best life.
Yep.
All right, Wanderers. Thank you so much for joining us for another Foolish Wanderers podcast. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for any future podcasts, please feel free to email us at fwplisteners@gmail.com.
And as always, new episodes of the FWP are released from wherever you get your podcast from, including this place that you're listening to right now.
Yes.
And if you'd like to help us out, obviously the best way is to listen to the podcast, which, if you're hearing this, you did. So thank you so much. But if you'd like to do just a little bit more, we would really appreciate it if you would consider leaving us a 5-star review.
Yeah. All right, Wanderers, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys next time.